Have you ever felt yourself slowly shrinking, even when you are doing everything right? You work hard, keep your promises, and strive for constant recognition. Yet deep inside, a silent erosion is taking place. It is that unsettling moment you realize your confidence still depends on the world's fickle approval. The rush of the city, the endless notifications on your phone, and the tired faces in the elevator all reflect a life lived for others. We are constantly bombarded by the noise of expectation, dragging us away from our center and into a cycle of seeking validation from strangers. You feel the weight of every judgment, every missed like, and every unspoken criticism. Your self-worth has become a hostage to the opinions of others. When you look in the mirror, do you see a person who is truly at peace, or someone who is constantly performing for an invisible audience? This is the quiet erosion of the soul. It happens slowly, day by day, until you no longer recognize the person you were meant to be. Time passes while we wait for someone else to tell us we are enough. We give away our power to the hands of the clock. True confidence should not be a fragile thing that breaks under the weight of a single criticism. It should be the ground beneath your feet. We must acknowledge this erosion before we can stop it. We must see the masks we wear and the roles we play to please others. The journey back to yourself begins with a single honest realization. You have been looking for strength in all the wrong places and people. We are taught that confidence is a performance. We are told to stand tall, speak loudly, and dominate the room to gain the world's attention. But confidence that requires an audience is just another form of slavery. It is a debt we pay to the ego every single day. We carry the heavy shadows of who we think we should be, dragging them across the stage of our lives, hoping for a standing ovation. The digital world demands a highlight reel, but life happens in the shadows. The gap between the image and reality creates a hollow ache. When the applause dies down and the screen goes dark, the silence can be terrifying for those who have only learned how to perform. A performance is temporary. It relies on the energy of the crowd. But what happens when the crowd leaves and you are left alone? The shattering of the false self is painful, but it is necessary. Only when the illusion breaks can the truth finally begin to emerge. Leaving the stage is the first act of courage. It is the refusal to be a character in someone else's play any longer today. The sound of your own footsteps in the silence is more important than the roar of 1,000 people who do not know you. Real confidence does not need to be loud. It does not need to convince anyone. It simply is. Like the air we breathe, we must stop seeking the spotlight and start seeking the light within. The show must end so that your real life can finally begin. Stoicism teaches us about the circle of control. Most things in this life are outside our reach, subject to the whims of fate and fortune. The weather, the economy, the opinions of your neighbors, and the passage of time are all forces that you cannot hope to master. If your confidence is built on these external things, you are building a house on shifting sand. You will always be a victim. Epictetus reminded us that we are not disturbed by things, but by the views we take of them. Our internal world is our only. True strength is the ability to maintain a steady mind while the world around you is in chaos. It is an internal sanctuary. Within you is a citadel that no army can conquer. It is the place where your reason and your virtues reside, untouched by tragedy. Confidence is like that ancient tree. Its roots go deep into the earth, holding fast even when the winds of life howl around it. You must cultivate these roots. You must find the point of reference within yourself that does not move when everything else is shaking violently. This point of reference is your character. It is the one thing that cannot be taken from you, even by death or great loss. When you find your internal North Star, the opinions of others become nothing more than noise. You no longer need to check their faces. From this height, the petty dramas of the world look small. You realize that your value was never something to be earned or proven. Virtue is its own reward. Acting with integrity is the highest form of confidence because it requires no external validation to feel complete. Build your fortress piece by piece. Through every honest word and every courageous choice, you strengthen the walls of your own unshakable soul. This is the stillness of one who has found their anchor. It is a presence that commands respect without ever asking for it. The world cannot give you peace, and therefore the world cannot take it away. You are the master of your own internal kingdom. Understanding the philosophy is only the beginning. The true challenge is the embodiment of these truths in the small moments of daily life. Confidence is found in the way you pour tea, the way you listen to a friend, and the way you handle a mistake. It is the transition from knowing to being. You stop talking about how a person should live, and you simply start living that way. Look at the way you move through the world. Are you rushed and anxious, or are you present in every step you take today? There is a profound dignity in simple work done with full attention. It is a form of meditation that grounds you in reality. Can you remain centered when the world is in a hurry? Your presence becomes a lighthouse for those who are lost in the storm. You don't need another self-help book. You need to practice the things you already know to be true in the heat of the moment. Confidence is the absence of panic. It is the quiet realization that you have the resources within you to face whatever comes your way. Feel the weight of your body on the earth. You are here. You are solid. You are a part of the natural order of things. True confidence allows you to be quiet. You no longer feel the need to fill the silence with your own ego and personal stories. Your actions should ripple out from a center of calm. Each choice you make should be a reflection of your deepest, most sincere values. Acceptance is the ultimate power. When you stop fighting against the reality of the moment, you find a strength you never knew you had. Shed the layers of who you are trying to be. Confidence is the act of returning to your most basic and honest self today. You are not a project to be finished. You are a life to be lived. Stand tall in your own existence without any apology. One small step at a time, you build the evidence of your own reliability. You learn to trust yourself more than any other person. The Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius ruled the known world, yet his greatest struggle was the one that took place inside his own mind. He did not write his meditations for us. He wrote them for himself, as a reminder to stay grounded in a world of madness. He told himself, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." This is the essence of confidence. Action is the only answer to doubt. We spend our lives waiting for a feeling of confidence to arrive before we act on things. But the feeling follows the action. You act as a person of character would act, and the confidence grows as a natural byproduct. The emperor knew that power and fame were fleeting shadows. He sought the only thing that lasts, a soul that is well-ordered and calm. He practiced the art of being a human being in every moment. He didn't wait for a better day or a more convenient time. Right now, in this very moment, you have the opportunity to be exactly who you want to be. Do not wait for permission. Your life is the sum of your choices. Every moment you choose virtue over vanity, you are winning the battle for your own soul. Rise above the noise of the crowd. Like the emperor, find your strength in the service of what is right and what is true. There is a joy that comes from self-mastery. It is a quiet, steady flame that does not need the world to fan its fire. In a world full of noise and constant performance, a truly authentic presence is the rarest and most beautiful thing you can find. You don't need to shout to be heard. You don't need to dance to be noticed. Your stillness is more powerful than their noise. When you stop seeking yourself in the eyes of others, you finally begin to see the world as it truly is, without any distortion. True confidence is a quiet strength. It is the ability to stand alone and feel completely whole, without any external support or praise. It is a lightness of being. You no longer carry the heavy burden of other people's expectations or your own frantic, desperate ego. You have found your home. It is not a place, but a state of mind. It is a point of balance that nothing can destroy. Everything you ever needed was already here. You just had to stop running long enough to realize that you were already home today. The journey ends where it began, but you are different now. You have found the unshakable point within yourself that the world cannot touch. Let your life be your message. Let your presence be your proof. You don't need to explain yourself to anyone who doesn't understand. Confidence is the silence that remains when all the masks have fallen away. It is the steady heartbeat of a soul at peace. Go back to your life, but stand firm in your truth. Be the stillness in the center of the storm and never look back. True confidence is the quiet stillness of a person who has found a foundation that can never be taken away from them again.